All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Real Reflect. And I'm your host. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Kyle.
Welcome back. Today we'll be reviewing episode
4.
four of The Boys. Episode four of The Boys. We got a lot to talk about. This one was good. This one was really good. I like
Yes.
this one. I like this one. I think this out of the first three, it's the best one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
before we get into it, let's talk about the instant, I would say. The beginning, really. Homelander went back to where it all started, where he was basically created, really, where he was raised pretty much throughout his whole life, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Imagine,
what do you guys think? Yeah,
like,
let's start.
imagine like you were sick that day. He's like, might as well just go ahead. And you just end up dying.
No, for real. Imagine. No. Didn't he force somebody to like?
Yeah, she
Somebody was missing, and he was like, "Yeah, call it and get it down here right now."
I would not have gave. I would not.
I was like, "Who do you say that's there?" He, yeah. Um, I gotta run. My dog is crying right now. I gotta go. I would not have come in that day. But nah, that episode was insane. We got to see the people who was basically using Homelander as a test subject, and it started off all well friendly, I guess, but then it went south. Let's start with John. John didn't go so well, man. John
So
thought he had. Yeah, go ahead.
like I was thinking about him like these people are like kind of bold to like stay at their job for that long because they knew he was gonna spend the block eventually. Like they tortured him for years.
For years.
Years. And like this is one of the episodes where I kind of felt a little bad for Homelander
Yeah.
because I'm like this man was literally like a kid and they were torturing him for tests for experimentation.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like, well, I kind of look I like looking at like what he went through. I was like, I kind of don't. You kind of
So,
see
yeah,
why
don't feel too bad. Yeah, why he's that way.
like you torture somebody for their first like 18 years of their life, like they're not gonna be okay. So
I agree. I agree. But there's a lot more to talk about that scene. Um, but before we get into it, I do really want to dive into to Homelander and the scientist that was around him because that scene was pivotal. Honestly, I feel like that was like the best. That Homelander and the scientists in that room talking things like that. I feel like that was the best part of that episode. To be honest with you, because you learned so much not only about Homelander but about like who he is and basically in a way you see Homelander like there's no really much weakness to him, but there is. But before we get into that, let's continue with the episode. Um, we went back to Huey trying to save his dad. Trying to trying to basically don't want his dad to die, but he went and asked A Train for one of the vials of what's it called again?
V.
Yeah, Compound V. And yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he is in the right to do that? Would you guys have done that in his position?
so I'm gonna say like if it was me, I'm gonna put myself in the position of the person dying.
Mhm.
If I'm the one dying and I'm physically brain dead, I would say just let me die. To be honest.
But what if the Compound V can bring you back to full, you know?
But like I don't think I want that. Like I don't know. That's just like a there's a lot that comes with that when you take
But
that
look,
thing.
you got to put yourself in Huey's shoes, though. What would you
Mhm.
have used in his shoes?
Knowing like the world that we live in and stuff like in that specific world, I would probably not do it. You know,
Mhm.
there's just there's just a whole bunch of problems that are gonna come up like when you figure out you got powers and stuff.
That's true. You basically become a whole a merchandise that needs to be sold, you know. So yeah, I mean, in a way, yeah, I see your point, but I mean, who has to know? I mean, unless you full on go out in public and show off, hey, I have superpowers. That's the
I
only
mean,
way.
what would you do if you woke up with superpowers? You would go out and show
I mean, if I was in their universe and I know how things go down and things like that, would I do it? No, I would. I
But
wouldn't.
also like the thing with like the reason I wouldn't do is like I just feel like well that's another conversation. I was thinking in my head like you're not giving the person a chance to like
Mhm.
but like he's unconscious so he clearly can't make that chance. So you're really
Right.
making
Make that decision. Yeah.
but, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a very predicament that Huey is has been put in. Um because he was, kind of asked, would you like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Just let. I think Kamiko said it best. She said, just let him die. You know what I mean? It's his time. It's time to go. You making that effect or changing him. Who knows what could happen? Who knows? You pretty much adding more. I think Butcher kind of said it too. You pretty much adding more problems to what we already have. And yeah, that's it's
Yeah.
it's the type of it's the type of decisions. I guess it's all left to Huey to make that decision.
No, but like that leads us into our next thing. Like, did the mom give him?
That's a good question. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, did she like go into his pocket and grabbed it, or did she went and got her own?
She
I
got it
don't.
wrong.
I don't like her.
You
She's
think so?
there's something up with her, man. There's something.
Mm,
I think she works for Vought and she got connections and somehow, and
yeah.
she's got something going on.
Yeah, there's not much of an MO with her. I don't know. I don't know. She came out the cut and she is very fishy. I don't know. I don't know what's her agenda here yet. Still trying to figure that out. But yeah, that was an interesting scene because I was thinking, I was like, damn, did she take the vial from his pocket and
Yeah.
then I yeah, I don't know. It kind of lets you there to think about that. Um, Frenchie finally confessed to Colin about what he did. That was that
So
was
yeah,
that.
I don't like this storyline at all because it just feels very pointless to me. It's like you're
Which part feels pointless? Hughes, Frenchie's story,
like
or
like I just feel like they did this to give him a storyline this season, but like
Mm,
that's why it kind of seems pointless to me. And like this dude is literally like knowingly going to sleep with this dude, knowing that he killed his family like multiple times. So I'm like, okay, like Frenchie's not a good person at all because like
mhm.
a psychopath does that type of thing. So like when he got beat up and stuff, like I didn't feel bad at all because like he had that coming for him. To be honest,
Yeah. But at the same time, I think but Frenchie was working for someone when he did that, right? Or was he? He was working for that lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm glad you've mentioned that. They're trying to give Frenchie a story. I thought Frenchie. I mean, I thought him working with that lady, whatever. I thought that was kind of his story. Of how he was being, misused, manipulated, all that kind of stuff. I thought that was his story. I thought the way it ended with that, they should have just kept it with that. Just end it with that, and then just. But they're trying to add more to him. I'm just like, I mean, it's cool.
it doesn't do anything for me
Yeah,
personally.
right. Exactly. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. But I mean, yeah, it's I guess they're trying to, I don't know, give some sympathy to his character, I guess, if that makes sense.
No, because in this episode you could say the same thing like about the doctors. Like they're just doing their job, right? Right. Like Frenchie was just doing a job, but does that make it any better? No, it doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
Because you know what you're doing bad stuff. So like it doesn't make me feel any sympathy for him.
Yeah. True. True. Um, Butcher, Chris, what do you think?
He took
How do you think? Because Butcher's in a position where I don't know, the man's dying, the man's making not so rational decisions.
I
And
put
especially that scene, what do you call that? Them trucks, them RVs, whatever.
yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so Butch took Compound V to try to heal himself.
Mm.
He ended up giving himself powers. That's what we've seen. We don't know what his powers is, but as you can see, that parasite is growing inside of him. It grew.
Mm-hmm.
So it obviously probably plays a part in it. I'm thinking, what I think his powers probably activate when he's probably close to death. That's what it looks like. So, yeah, but I don't like. What do you mean he's not making good decisions? What decisions did he make?
I mean, in a way, I feel like he is Butcher's on edge for sure.
He's
Butcher's,
dying.
yeah, he's on edge. I feel like he's on a timestamp, and he is in a way he's feeling like he doesn't have enough time to do what he needs. To save Ryan. He doesn't have time. He doesn't feel like he has time to do that. He doesn't have time to get this to bring Homelander down. I feel like that's still part of his agenda to bring him down. And yeah, you see he's becoming more, I guess, in a way, because when he asks to, like, yo, if I don't make it, you have to force Ryan, and is like, you kind of throwing something at me that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to achieve that or anything like that. But in a way, kind of like say you can't make any promises. I mean, he'll try. I don't think he'll. I just don't know. I feel like Butcher is just, yeah, Butcher's just on edge with me. I don't know. I mean, everybody sees that. Everybody sees that he's on edge, but I just don't know.
I mean, he's not making bad decisions. I mean, it's not like he's doing something drastic. Like he's trying to, like, he knows he's gonna die, so he's just trying to look out for Ryan at the end of the day. So, I mean, I don't really see any problem with the decisions he's making.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kyle.
You can go. I was just saying, yeah.
Oh yeah. So, A-Train going to Homelander's room to take that the Vought whatever thingy.
The compound.
Yeah, the Kava V, and then him running into what's her name?
Ashley.
Yeah. Do you think okay, now they have something, they're holding it up against each other. Now do you think who might die now between these two?
Both.
Both now?
Yeah, I think both of them's going this season for sure.
Honestly, I think Ashley should have been gone since like last season, but hey,
I like her. Ashley's funny. I like her, but like she's at the end of her rope too. So like, I don't know what's gonna happen to her. So.
Bro, Shorty really went up to his bathroom just to take a dump. That's it. Like, but yeah. So now let's go back to Homelander when that scientist, that lady, the older lady, she walked in, and in a way, it looked like she had some sort of hold. You see, I'm not saying she has a hold, but it seems like she has a hold on Homelander.
Well, that's his mother figure. So yeah.
I don't think she wasn't really scared. Like she knows him the best.
Better, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everybody. So like, she knows how to mentally break him down and stuff like that.
And I'm glad you said that, because I liked how she just deconstruct Homelander within like 2 seconds, just a couple words. And then I like the way when she said that, you could have gotten out of here anytime you want. Nothing was stopping you. I mean, this is just like, we can't stop you, but you decided to stay. But the only way for us to control you was mainly to just, in a way, make you feel.
That was Homelander's biggest insecurities. Like we've already seen throughout the shows. Like,
yeah,
he has this very human insecurity of caring about what people think of him. So
yeah,
like,
but we know where that came from. It didn't just come from out of thin air. It basically implanted that in him, in his mind. because
that was
that's
interesting.
right, exactly. That was really interesting because like so far we don't really know Homelander's weaknesses. Like can't stab him. He doesn't have weaknesses to kryptonite or some shit like that. You know what I mean? He doesn't have things like that. So, and it was really interesting to see that like they did this specifically for that because they know that he could be someone that can get out of hand. And I really like that. Honestly, I truly like that. I like the way that they wrote the story, the dialogue, and especially specifically in this scene was how they talked about. I think I wrote something down on this. Um, uh, the feeling of the need to be human. I think she said that.
Yeah.
She said that to him. It was like you always wanting to feel, the need to be human, and that's your weakness, and I was like, God, that's a good scene. That's a really good scene, and I really like that one. And then amongst him walking out, it was bloody,
Yeah.
killing everybody around her, which is insane.
Yeah. That was probably Homelander's like that whole, just him going back to that place. That was probably one of the most menacing scenes, or like I probably seen of him because it felt like, bro, this dude is like he gonna do something bad every time. Like
Yo,
time he show
and
up on the screen.
and I like how like when he's in the room, like you can feel the scene so eerie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it feels so like, yo, I am uncomfortable. I need to leave. And I feel like, and you can see it on the faces of the people around him, and of the especially in that scene, the scientists around him are like, yo, I need to get out of here. If I don't, I'm gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and it's just like I have to give it to the actor who plays him, and he just does a great job. I can see why people think like oh my gosh, like this dude's probably the same thing in real life, which is not true. I mean, he's just doing a great job. Just like people, we need to stop, comparing. Well, I guess misplacing acting and real life together.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great scene. That was a really great scene. Probably yeah. I agree, Chris. One of my favorite scenes from Homelander so far out of throughout the series, and this one was good. This one was really good. Anything else you guys want to point out? Any other thing that you
Or like
mm,
Going off the rails. Finally,
who?
Starlight.
Yeah, finally, right?
yeah, she messed up, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't care. She should have got beat up. I don't care.
But
Bro.
it's like, this show's very political, man.
It really is.
You can't just think like you can't just think for yourself, man. You gotta think about the bigger picture. And she messed that up real bad.
Mm.
All orchestrated by Sister Sage herself. Mm.
Speaking of Sister Sage, that
Yes, I was just about to say that. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
scene was probably the most disturbing scene I've seen.
Oh,
But
everybody in the show is psychotic. Everybody on that show is psychotic, bro.
where do you get these sound effects from? This is so nasty.
Yo,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my.
like
Watching that, I was like, there's no way.
yeah,
Go ahead.
there's been a lot of disturbing scenes in this show, but that one was different, bro.
Yeah.
That was sheesh.
Yeah, just thinking about it makes my skin crawl because you shoved a
Right here.
and then just it's the scraping that was just
Yeah.
oh my gosh. There's
Yeah.
no way that's yeah.
Well,
All because I think I think this is a good story in a way. Everyone is feeling the need to be somewhat human. Does that make sense?
there's a drawback to every power. I feel like that everybody got in this show.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I don't know, because when you come to powers, you got all this other stuff that you got to deal with that you don't think about. But like, yeah, I think I guess it was right. This is a genuine thing. I guess. I mean, I think she's still using him, but it's something that she has to do for her to cope. I guess because it's overwhelming for her to think all the time.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
like she says, at a certain age, your brain stopped growing, but hers, it
they
just continuously, keeps growing. And I can't imagine her like trying to have conversation on her level with people like regular humans, or just superheroes around her when they're not on the same,
basically,
intellectual.
if you shoot her in the head, she's still gonna be alive.
Right. Her brain like grows back. But if you shoot her anywhere else or kill her anywhere else, she dies, right?
Hmm.
That is very interesting. That means I would prefer to, if I have her powers, I'll make sure that I try to die by getting shot in the head then, because you get to live or something like that. But yeah. So that was a really interesting scene. That I don't know, everybody has the need or the feel or the need to be somewhat human in a way. And yeah, that was really interesting. That was really interesting.
Let's rate the episode.
I would give it a 10 out of 10. I feel like this was the
Damn.
best, this was the best episode of the season.
Wow.
I think the pacing was amazing, the writing was amazing, the character development and everybody was amazing.
Mm,
This is what I watch the boys for. These type of episodes.
wow. Okay. Straight off the bat.
I'm a 10 is okay.
It is wild. I
Some
don't think
amazing scenes. This one.
when I think of a 10, I think of that Soldier Boy Homelander Huey episode. That was like 10 out of 10. All right,
But like that I think this I say it's a 10 because of the psychological level that we got from Homelander.
okay.
This
Yeah.
episode.
I can agree with that. Yeah. I can.
I'm gonna go give it a 9.
Valid.
Yeah, it was yeah, like you said, best episode this season. Homelander scenes were the best scenes probably he's done all 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Um, it was a good episode.
Okay. That's a really good rating. And I would agree with I can agree with both of you guys, honestly. But for me, I would say it's a 9.5.
Because these
Yeah, I really like this one. I really like this one, especially with like Kyle said, the psychological views of Homelander, and you know how we've seen what he came to be, from the start. And yeah, I agree. All around great episode from watching the boys. I think this was really, really good. And it not only you I guess you got a little bit, you know, like Kyle said, and when it comes to character development, you've seen a bit in every character throughout this episode. When it comes to Butcher, A Train, Huey for one, finally forgiving A Train for what happened. Character development. That's a good, really good character development there. Who else? Uh,
Starlight.
Starlight. Yep, Starlight. We have yet to see something from MM yet. I feel like it's to come, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, all around good episode. Um, I'm surprised we didn't see what's her name this episode. The head popping lady. That's what they call her in the show.
He was on the news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in the news.
She's kind of trashing that dude that kind of wants to get the superheroes out of Congress. She was trashing
Yeah,
that. So yeah, that's all we've seen.
yeah, yeah. But other than that, I think this was a really, really good episode. Excited to see what comes next. Um, I'm excited to see what comes next for Homelander after, because from episode 3 it was, you need to go back to where it all started. You need to figure out, how to fix what's going on with you, and then we'll see if did this fix with his cuckoo-ness, or is he still the same. So
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, we will definitely see what episode 5 is gonna be about. So yeah. Anything else you guys want to mention before we leave?
No, I think we covered everything, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Let's end it. Let's end it. What'd you say?
Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up, man. Yeah. So tune in. I believe episode 5 is dropping this week, right?
Yep.
All right, episode 5 dropping this week, so we'll definitely have episode 5 sometime this weekend. Maybe, Chris, perhaps.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe us.
Maybe. So, and yeah, a lot more content. A lot more content. Please, we see you guys watching. Subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We see the love. We see the views. Comment. Share your thoughts about something that we've missed or anything, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's more fun when engage and whatnot. You know what I mean. We're able to view other people's thoughts and how things go. So please subscribe, comment, like, share. Let us know what you guys think of the video. But
Yeah, go also go to the TikTok and engage over there too. Real documents.
Exactly. So without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. With that being said, I'm Sam,
Chris,
and Kyle.
and see you guys soon. Yeah.